Hi, my name is Cliff Phillips, and I'm the founder and CEO of Brick and FireWood Pizza here in Sugar Land, Texas. Brick and FireWood Pizza, or BFW Pizza as we call it, is a wood-fired organic gourmet pizzeria and wings restaurant focused on delivery and carry-out. We are at a point where we feel we have a great product, and now it's time to grow. We are looking to raise $300,000 for 20% of the business, which will be used to add another location in a high niche demand area of Houston. So how did BFW come about? Well, I noticed at different get-togethers that the adults were feasting on organic foods, wines, etc., while the kids were munching on food like Domino's or McDonald's or other junk. We know that if we look under the rug, we will find the quality of the ingredients used in these products are the very lowest. Furthermore, I also found that for those people who wanted to eat high quality foods and cut out the preservatives, pesticides and fertilizers, which is obviously organics, there was really no options out there that was affordable and which could be sustained as a lifestyle. So the question is, should organics be a luxury reserved for just a few? We obviously did not think so, and this is where the idea for Brick and FireWood Pizza was born, with the vision of making organics affordable so that all of us, our families, our friends, and our communities can eat well together. Why pizza? Our vision is to make organics affordable as discussed earlier, which translates to bringing down the cost of organics per person. A pizza simply serves more people, sometimes two or more, versus any other food sector like a burger, for example, which will only serve one. Therefore, with pizza, the cost per person drops to 50 to 60% compared to other organic food sectors. Also, pizza is obviously ubiquitous to Americans and really the world. We are definitely not introducing anything new to the market, and it's a massive market at that. In 2020, the worldwide estimated pizza market was $184 billion, with the USA being the largest consumer at $55 billion. By 2023, the worldwide pizza market is projected to grow to $233 billion and the US market to almost $70 billion. With Brick and FireWood's pizzas focus on organics, gourmet wood-fired pizzas and wings, and strictly catering to the delivery carry-out business, we were designed to be in a space without direct competitors. Let's look at BFW's positioning on this cliché MBA 2x2 matrix. The y-axis is quality, which is combination of ingredients, products, and service, and the x-axis is the type of service. On the left, sit down, on the right, delivery and carry out, with the middle being a combination of the two. First, here are your sit-down restaurants. Here in Sugar Land, Texas, Grimaldi's coal-fired pizza is a good example. High-quality ingredients, ambience, pairing with wines mark this category. During COVID, with their primary business of sit-down completely decimated, most pushed into delivery and takeout just to cover cost, but found little traction. Most will pivot back entirely when COVID settles. These are your quick service restaurants such as Blaze, Mod, etc. They straddle the sit-down takeout space. This sector is categorized by quick and fast, Subway-esque customization as the customer walks down the line, lively atmosphere, casual dining, etc. During COVID, with no sit-down business, they pivoted to pickups and deliveries and partnering with delivery apps such as DoorDash and Uber Eats. However, they were beaten to the punch with deals and efficient delivery by the big three: Domino's, Pizza Hut, and Papa John's. You can see the big three here. I would include CC's in any US study, but in Houston and Texas in general, CC's is considered more of a sit-down buffet, not a core delivery takeout. The big three are categorized with their low-quality ingredients and therefore low-cost items, fast delivery and takeout, easy ordering on the phone and online, and very successful reward programs. Here are the local pizza places who sadly compete directly with the big three. And in order to provide low prices, they eventually lower the ingredient quality to the lowest. Most struggle through COVID with some bright spots, but in general, the big three also beat the mom and pops handily. Finally, Brick and FireWood Pizza. As you can see, we are the only one in this big empty quadrant, a place where customers can order high quality organic gourmet pizzas and wings for delivery and carry out. Here we can see the full map of BFW's positioning versus our competitor sectors. I think this is a good time to hear about BFW's positioning directly from our customer. Here is Justine, a Yelp elite reviewer who gave us a long 5-star review. I'll read you the last paragraph of the review. BFW goes to show that upscale food and service are not reserved for fine dining. Next time you think of getting pizza delivered, forget the manufactured Domino's and Pizza Hut. Go local and go delicious with BFW. Another reviewer, TM, says, place is amazing, the wings are baked rather than fried with some great sauce selections. Pizza is on point and does not disappoint. The last line of his review is key. He says, my only option in pizza in the area. This statement is incredibly important and indicates the success of what in MBA talk is called the blue ocean strategy. In a blue ocean strategy, the competition is made irrelevant by creating a leap in value to the customer. We are offering the highest quality gourmet products with the highest quality service at an unbeatable value to the customer. Quite simply, we are in a blue ocean by ourselves. And there is no doubt why to the customer, Brick and FireWood Pizza is the only option. At Brick and FireWood Pizza, we define high quality first with the highest quality ingredients. All of our competitors can be placed on a spectrum of ingredient quality, and I'm sure you can guess where they fall. The big three who we compete against fall at the very low end of the spectrum, with the quick service pizza restaurants and the sit-down restaurants further up. Instead of being just a little bit better, with organics, we at BFW Pizza are starting at the opposite end of the ingredient spectrum. Currently, organics represent the highest ingredient quality available in the market. Consumers associate organic foods with natural process, care for the environment and animal welfare, and the non-use of pesticides and fertilizers. The second part of our quality equation is the Italian stone wood-fired ovens fired with Texas mesquite. Wood-fired brick oven pizzas offer an incredible taste and chew, which electric ovens simply cannot provide. These wood-fired brick ovens have been a sit-down restaurant exclusive, but we at BFW Pizza have been successful in bringing this to the delivery carryout market in Sugar Land, Texas. Our ovens are incredibly efficient, fast, and easy to use, which can beat the efficiencies of double-decker electric ovens, with a throughput rate of 80 large pizzas an hour. Quite simply, this level of quality and taste does not exist in the delivery carryout market on the large scale, which is where we seek to quickly fill the void. The two biggest parts of our quality, organics and wood-fired brick ovens, also very importantly create large barriers of entry to the big three, Domino's, Pizza Hut, and Papa John's. A move to organics is possible for the big three, however, would directly conflict with their business models due to the much higher ingredient costs. The move to wood-fired brick oven from electric would be almost impossible for the big three. They would have to uproot their entire system, ingredients, vendors, supply chain, store processes, retrain all their personnel, and not to mention anger their franchisees to make this even a possibility. If successful in establishing a larger footprint, because of these two factors, Brick and FireWood Pizza would be protected from these large players in the pizza delivery takeout industry. Due to the cost of the organics, which can be 5 to 10 times normal commercial food costs, we had to be extremely focused on cost from the beginning. Innovative approaches had to be taken to reduce costs such as non-retail location, tiny footprint, vendor selection, Six Sigma processes, elimination of waste, and a lean crew. In the last 2 years, we have continued to reduce our cost and have successfully transferred these cost savings to the customer in 2 separate rounds. With these price reductions, we are now competitively priced even compared to the non-organic pizzas and wings offered by the big three. We opened our doors in February 2019. The Brick and FireWood Pizza that you see today was very different from the one that we started with. We have continually iterated our products, processes, vendors, ingredients, packaging, you name it. Customer feedback, market trends, and business performance were our metrics for our improvements. We continued to grow even during Q2 and Q3 of 2020, during which we were seeing the COVID epidemic shut down the local economy. Since our opening up to now, we have seen an incredible year-on-year growth rate of 148%. As you can see on this monthly revenue chart, and the accelerated growth in Q1 2021, we are just getting started. At Brick and Fire Pizza, from the very beginning, customer satisfaction, customer delight, and customer engagement has been a source of pride and a primary indicator of areas of improvement. I went through some of the glowing reviews, and there are so many more. We are currently the highest rated pizzeria in our area of Sugar Land, Texas at 4.8 stars on Google and 4.5 on Yelp. So many of our customers are very vocal about us in their communities, converting many more of their friends, family, and neighbors into BFW faithful. We are seeing a return customer rate of 50 to 53%. Compare this to a large successful e-commerce site, which are happy with 20 to 30% return customer rates. I would say we are doing okay. Additionally, these would be great numbers for businesses that are at steady state. However, given that we are growing rapidly for a brick and mortar, 50% of customer retention really proves the stickiness of BFW's products and brand. And like TM in his review mentioned, we remain the only real option for many of our customers in terms of value, quality, and service. The aim of BFW Pizza was never to be a one-shop business. From the very beginning of the concept stage, it was designed to grow and to be easily replicable almost anywhere in the country. Our processes are designed to be easy, where untrained workers can be brought on board, trained, and become active members of the crew inside of 24 hours. Mastering every step of the BFW process takes no more than 2 weeks. Another facet of scalability is our IT infrastructure. Our website and ordering systems were created in-house and is maintained internally. We focused on easy online ordering from the very beginning, and this was again based on the need to scale quickly when the opportunity of multiple locations would present itself. Unlike third-party systems, which would take weeks or months to add a store, our internal developers can have an additional store, its delivery areas, the internal processes, etc., all running in just a few days. These last couple of years have been a sort of incubation time for Brick and FireWood Pizza, where we worked on the product and the process. At this point, we believe that we have a very good product, lean, streamlined processes, and a very strong, experienced team. Now is the time for us to grow and find the right markets. We know that our early adopter customers were those that actively search for organics or gourmet. They make the effort and are willing to spend more to get the products they need for their families and friends. We know that these initial customers of BFW were also steady customers of Amazon's grocery Whole Foods. Instead of us spending valuable resources on research to find these customers, we relied on the market knowledge of Whole Foods for our next store. BFW's second store will be located here, inside the 610 loop of Houston, where there's a concentration of Whole Food stores currently. If our first store is any indication, we know that initially it may take a little time for us to be known in this prime area. But once the word of mouth starts spreading, we will quickly gain traction and will be looking to expand further. The team at BFW consists of our shop crew, a skilled, dedicated, and hardworking bunch, and Johannes Arnst, an experienced, talented developer who has been with us from the concept stage of Brick and FireWood Pizza. Johannes initially developed our website bfwpizza.com and since has continually refined and added many tools and applications such as online wallets for no credit card online ordering, delivery scheduling and planning, internal process flow software, etc. Johannes is currently in the process of refining the customer login section to give the customers a quick reorder option, save payments, addresses, and notes. And finally myself. I graduated from the University of Oklahoma with a bachelor's in mechanical engineering, after which I joined Schlumberger in deepwater offshore Gulf of Mexico, leading intense high-profile projects. I was later promoted to the Service Quality Manager of the Mid-Continent Division of Schlumberger, managing North Texas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas, leading the service quality team, training, problem solving, and root cause analysis for our division. After Schlumberger, I joined Marathon Oil as a drilling and completion engineer, where I managed projects worth approximately $250 million on a yearly basis. In 2016, I was admitted to the Cornell Executive MBA program, graduated in 2018. My final position in the oil field was the Director of Quality and Compliance for MBI Energy Services, which was the largest employer in the state of North Dakota. Today, I am proud to be part of Brick and FireWood Pizza and excited to see this company grow. I truly believe that we can challenge the status quo, The customer preferences are changing, and if we can get on the leading edge of this change in the pizza delivery takeout segment, we will well be on the way of making our vision of making organics affordable a reality. The primary use of our ask of $300K is for the establishment of our second store in the proposed location as mentioned earlier. This includes the construction, kitchen equipment, marketing, and a 6-month runway. We believe that this area will have a high demand for our products, and we project that we will beat the average 42% quarter-on-quarter growth we are currently seeing. Risk is a fundamental part of investment, and BFW's current growth does not necessarily predict its future results. If you are interested in investing with Brick and FireWood Pizza, please email me at cphillips@bfwpizza.com. We will be having a Q&A session for those who have already watched this video. Please email me and I'll send you the link. Finally, thank you for your time and your interest in Brick and FireWood Pizza.